Good morning. We are counting down to the Oscars. We are live from the red carpet with only 2 days to go. Good old Oscars underneath some polythene there. Sure, he will be revealed eventually. Also coming up on the show, very good morning to you, we've got from alcoholism to near bankruptcy. I mean, the extraordinary story of Linda Robson. She's here live telling me why she's decided to share her life story. Then we'll be revealing how our very own Amy Dowden's being honoured on International Women's Day. And
I'm going to show you how to make my double-loaded bean burgers because I love nothing more than a burger with all the trimmings.
Mary McCartney's making the perfect Friday night dinner. Well as all that, today is International Women's Day. Congratulations, happy International Women's Day to everybody watching. And of course, we're looking ahead to Mother's Day this weekend. We've got a flourish of Lancashire women in the studio. I'm very excited about this. I am never happy. You are surrounded, Paul Mark.
What are you talking about? I was born in Preston, wasn't I?
We
were born in the same hospital. We've had this chat.
Sherry Green Hospital in Lancashire.
Exactly,
you all know this. It's getting very niche very quickly. I apologise. But listen, you've got a very special makeover. Good morning, wonderful family. Tell us all about them.
Well, we have got five generations of one family, which is absolutely incredible. As you can see, looking gorgeous already. You went and said, you're like, it looks like they've already had a makeover.
You look incredible. Good morning, wonderful family. Who have we got?
So we have got gorgeous. First off, we've got Lila Rose. And this is the wonderful Alice here as well, who's her mum. How old is she? What is she? 4 months? 4 months. She's so cute. She's so cute. So we've got Alice and Lila Rose. Then we have got Louise, but Nanny. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Nanny. That's it. OK. I've been told it's Nanny. Then we've got Great Gran. Is there a special name for you, Brenda?
Gigi.
Gigi,
I love
Loving
it.
Gigi. Gigi Brenda. There we go. And then we've got Great Gran. What's your special name? This is
Alice.
Alice. I know you're Alice. No. Have you got a special name for Great Gran? Have you got what?
No.
No, just Great Gran.
The boss. I think we just call her the boss.
She celebrated her 90th birthday as well on Valentine's Day, which is amazing. So yeah, it's a very special group of ladies with me today.
To do a wonderful makeover. Can I just ask, so you're in the middle there. It's quite unusual, I think, to be a grandma and still have your own grandma.
I know,
That is very unusual, isn't it?
It's lovely. Yeah, it's definitely lovely.
It's a very special thing. Now, tell me then, what is... I'm going to ask you, Alice, at the end there, because you've done it all, you've seen it all. What's your one key quality of being a good mum? Just the one thing that you think makes it all work?
Well, they do as I tell them.
Yes. The boss. That's what we said.
I think that is excellent. For any kids watching, do as your mum tells you.
Yeah.
Great. You've got a great bond. And you live quite close to each other, don't you, as well?
Yes, within walking distance, yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. Well, congratulations on having such a wonderful bond. And Mark's got a lovely treat for you. You've got your hands full.
I've got my hands full.
You've got your hands full.
And we're going to have them looking very, very glamorous by the end of the show. So
yes, very good. I can't wait. Enjoy it. Now, there's just 2 days to go until the Oscars. And Ross is live from the red carpet, where he'll be mixing with all the stars on Sunday night. You'll be bleary-eyed on Monday morning, Ross.
Oh, I cannot wait for this. You can tell it's a big show. We've even got our new cue cards, Oscars Live. I'll be live on this carpet from 9 p.m. in the UK time, ITVX, right through till 10:15. Then Jonathan Ross comes on from the studio. More guests to follow. We'll be back and forth as well. And you've got the whole show live on ITV as well. Now, what else can I tell you? How about this? 100 years of the Hollywood sign. So to celebrate it, there is actually now, for the first time ever, a Hollywood fragrance. Vince Spinato is the man behind this. He brought you J-Lo's perfume and all the rest of it. There's a sunrise and a sunset. You too can smell like Hollywood, if you really want to. There you go. I'll give that to my producer, Claire, because she's been working hard and smelling just a little bit. Now, let me explain to you exactly what happens here. She's not happy about that. She's laughing, but she's not happy. OK, so this is where the stars come in. This is where they will walk along. Here are all the paparazzi. They will go past them. They will walk along here. And, of course, this year as well, it's a red carpet. Remember, we had the... all right, yeah, try and get your own back, Claire. It's a red carpet, not a champagne one. So we've got this one. So the stars walk along here. They go right to the end. This is my favourite bit. So you get up to the end here. This is actually Hollywood Boulevard, which has been carpeted. It's been tented as well. At the end there, they turn right to go into the Dolby Theatre. At the end there, when you turn right, it is a shopping mall. I am not kidding you. Oh, it's somebody reversing into me. It's a shopping mall there. That really is what happens. They go through there, their curtains cover off the whole of the shopping mall. So it's not quite as glamorous as it seems on TV, but you know what? It is the Oscars. Isn't it just great? I love this backstage feel of things at the moment, and you can just sense everyone getting really ready for Sunday.
I love the thought of them wandering through the Trafford Centre, all these A-listers on their way to their big night. Brilliant. Listen,
Exactly.
Go on,
And also
Ross.
what they've done... Yeah? Sorry, you're right.
No, go on.
No, I was just going to say, and actually this year, so this is where the big A-listers come along. Behind here, we've got 2 VIP lanes as well to keep them away from the A-listers, so they can go that way, or we all know a couple of the A-listers like to sneak in as well, so they'll go along the back that way too. So it's just, I don't know. You know, I've been doing this for so many years around here, but I get so excited, and the fact that ITV has got the whole show this year is just the absolute icing on the cake.
Barely mentioned it, have we? Now, Ross, tell us who you think's going to tell us who you think are going to take home the big awards, please. What are your predictions?
Okay then, Oppenheimer, it's definitely a shoo-in for Best Picture, I think. Christopher Nolan, Best Director, what an amazing job he's done with his wife for producing the movie as well. Cillian Murphy, I think, will win for Oppenheimer. Then I think Robert Downey Jr. will win Best Supporting Actor for Oppenheimer. Then as we go to the ladies, I think it's Emma Stone for Poor Things, she was just phenomenal in that. And Best Supporting, well, I'll tell you what, I think there might be a little bit of a surprise here. So Best Supporting Actress will definitely be Divine Joy Randolph. But look out, though, for Paul Giamatti and Lily Gladstone. Lily Gladstone, Flowers of the Killer Moon. There's a possibility that she might nick it as well. So Paul Giamatti too. They get very sentimental, the Oscar voters, so we'll see what happens there. But also a man who is back for the 4th time to actually look after the whole thing, which is unbelievable. He is just sensational. Jimmy Kimmel. And he was talking about the whole idea that, for me, what I think is going to be one of the highlights is Ryan Gosling. He's going to sing I'm Just Ken. We hear there could be 65 dancers on stage with him. But Jimmy was talking about how, at one point, he wasn't too sure about performing.
Well, listen, I can't wait, Ross. So what time does it all kick off? So this is on Sunday night, our time here, 9 p.m, isn't it, I think?
It is indeed. Yeah, we'll be down here early because the clocks go forward here. And then the show itself starts an hour earlier than it normally starts as well. And of course, we're a little bit worried because, you know, stars are not exactly known for their timekeeping, are they, around here? So we're just hoping that they will actually get here and be around in time as well. And 13 nominations for Oppenheimer. So it's just going to be one heck of a night. History could be made in so many ways. I'll tell you all about it Sunday. Join me.
I can't wait. And I'm not jealous at all because you have actually got Glaswegian weather there, which is why you're wearing a big duffel coat. In California. Hurrah.
Exactly. It was so cold, wet. We had hail. I even bought myself a fish supper and a bottle of Iron Brew. Other soft drinks are available.
I love it. Right, Ross, cannot wait. So we've got all that to come. And then on Monday morning, Lorraine, of course, is going to have all the reaction to the big night. Mark's going to be back. He's going to have a very special guest with him too.
I know what you're thinking. Will Katherine Ryan return to Lorraine to give her hot take on the Oscars 2024 fashion triumphs and tragedies? Spoiler alert, yes. Will there be glitz? Will there be glamour? Will there be barely there ensembles? I hope so. Find out the honest truth Monday at 9 a.m. only on Lorraine.
Love Catherine. Now, Andy's here, and he's been joined by some of the huge stars who'll be there on the big night, not to be upstaged.
No, not to be upstaged, Ranveer, absolutely. And as you say, we've hardly talked about the fact that the Oscars are going to be on ITV1 and ITVX this weekend. And Leonardo DiCaprio's film, Flowers, what's it called again? I can never remember what this wretched film's called. Killers of the Flower Moon. That has been nominated. Take a close-up look at Leonardo DiCaprio. Obviously, Robert De Niro's in that film as well. It was directed by Martin Scorsese. That is bound to be a winner. You could be a winner too, because I've got the chance for you to win amazing, life-changing £250,000. The clock is ticking on your chance to win the cash. Just imagine £250,000 in your bank account. That's the kind of money these guys have, and you could have it too. Remember, using your phone is the fastest way to enter. You can enter multiple times, but it only takes one entry to win. We are giving away £250,000 Lines close at 4 o'clock today, so get your entry in now. Oh, and by the way, Ranveer, can I say, you look great in that outfit. Are you auditioning for Bewitched? Good luck.
Listen, all denim is in, mate. Come on. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
For another chance to win £250,000, text cash to 82248. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. Or go to the website. Entries cost £2. You can call 09068 782248. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to CD06, PO Box 7558, Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. And remember, lines close today at 4. Good luck.
Good luck. Now, right, in just a moment, we have got the special way that Paul O'Grady's life is going to be celebrated a year after his death. And preparing to ditch her mum for Lily Allen, Makita and Andy Oliver are here next.
Have a worn any knickers, you know, Paula, on the bed. Seriously.
Well, I hope you do.
I know that for a
No,
fact.
I wear good double gusset and 100% cotton, Marks and Spencer's drawers.
I'm
and I've
glad to
none of that
hear it.
caper.
I'm glad to
And
hear
no
it.
flirting with the customers. Not customers, I'm confused. No flirting with the interviewees. You know, Paula was...
Just unparalleled. Welcome back. ITV have confirmed that we'll be marking the first anniversary of Paul O'Grady's death with a special documentary called The Life and Death of Lily Savage. And as well as that, you'll be able to watch his final ever TV project, Paul O'Grady's Great Elephant Adventure. Both are expected to be shown on ITV this Easter. Now, they've travelled around the Caribbean and they've shared the goggle box. So for mother and daughter Andy and Makita Oliver are teaming up once again for the latest series of their podcast, Stirring It Up.
That was a massive mistake. I watched it all the time you were on it.
Mel getting married to Ian Beale
Oh my gosh, she did, yeah.
on New Year's Eve of the millennium.
It was huge.
And there was a screen in Trafalgar Square with the whole thing showing.
900,000 live connections. So you can imagine the millions of people I'm about to step in front of, and I was like so nervous.
What, and you're just like in your living room?
And for the podcast record, she's pointing at me now, and I have a slight fear of my life.
And Andy and Makita Oliver join me now. That just looks like a party that everybody wants to be invited to.
I'm so happy that you said that. That's exactly, when we started it, we were like, we want it to be that dinner party you don't have to leave your house to go to. Sometimes you want to be at a dinner party, we don't actually want to go.
Yeah.
We kind of give you that, and
I
that
love it.
those things that happen around a table.
And what's lovely is, because just as we were talking about Paul O'Grady there and how ITV are going to be commemorating him, I mean, you had great connections with him, I had no idea. Tell us all, because you got very sort of watery-eyed over looking at Paul then.
He was a dear friend of ours, and you know we know him. We knew him since Makita was 10. We did a play with him at the King's Head Theatre in Islington called Elegies for Angels, Punks and Raging Queens, and that's how I met Paul O'Grady and Amanda Mealing, and we all became really, really great friends. Yes.
And you were saying that, did he dress you up?
He did, yeah. I thought he just put makeup on me, but I think he was dressing me as
full
Savage.
Lily.
Full Lily.
Lily.
I went to the
Makita's full.
shop, he came back and he went, surprise! And she had everything on, the wig, the mould, the heels. It's like the first time I'd worn full makeup, so it was an honour that Paul did it for me.
And you know, when you think about people you would want at your dinner party, stirring it up, you know, if you could now, a year ago, have known, you know, that he was leaving us, you would have snapped him up on your... Wouldn't he? He would have been the one.
I mean, you know what Paul O'Grady is like, stroke Lily Savage, but to as someone around the table at a dinner party, like, unsurpassed. Like,
yes.
But
just
also the greatest company.
The kindest, smartest, most kind of intuitive human being, apart from all the other things that everybody knew about him on the surface. Underneath all that, outside of television and all that world, he was just the sweetest, kindest, most loving friend and such a good human being.
Well, it's so lovely to hear your personal thoughts on him as well.
We miss him dearly.
Look, the Stirring It Up podcast, I mean, everyone's loving it. It's so fun. Tell us what it was about wanting to cook for people and have people over in that way.
Well, you know, people kept approaching us to do a podcast, and they had all these different kind of quite gimmicky ideas, and we just weren't really clicking with any of it. And then Makita said, Mum, we should just do what we've always done, which is have people over to the house, cook them some food, make them some drinks, give them some love, and just have a really great time. And in that way, we've met
and made a lot of our extended family, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's like the truth is everything for everything that anyone does, and it's really important to us that if we do something, is it real? Would we be doing this anyway, even without cameras? And we really would. When we had very little, and I grew up around the corner from here in West London, this is what Mum did. She would buy buckets of chicken and and cook them all, and then just invite anyone that needed some love, or the waifs and strays of the area that then became family.
Amazing.
So, and also I used to find it like a lullaby, falling asleep to the sound of people having dinner, and
it's so romantic. It's so sort of literary almost as you describe it.
It's poetic.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Well, it's a simple way that we can still connect to each other, and there are so many ways that we disconnect from each other.
And connect to each other as mother and daughter still. Because you go through
Absolutely.
so many changes in your relationship as parent and child, don't you? And I mean, your relationship has been very unusual in many ways because you had a very famous child,
Yes.
when she was a teenager.
Famous teenager all of a sudden.
You talk about managing teenagers in normal life, it's pretty tricky. That must have been sort of
It was
wild.
I felt that was the hardest part of it, was that she was suddenly far away from me. There was one massive event. It was one of the kind of T4 big Christmas things on the beach or something. And at one point, she was there, and there was security and hundreds of people, and I realised I couldn't get to her if I needed to, and it really did panic me completely.
And did you have any awareness at the time how your mum was experiencing your fame?
No, I absolutely wasn't thinking about that at all.
No.
That was like the period of time where I was like, I'm suddenly very independent. I have money, I have a job, I have a career. So I wasn't really listening to anyone. I was just in my bubble of that and working really hard, but also, after about 10 years, getting a bit lost in it.
Yeah. And what was that like then? Because you've got to be... I know, it was so lovely just during the break. There was a picture of you and Lily came up on the screen, which we're going to talk about why, because you've got a new podcast coming up with Lily Allen. But you're just like, oh, darling, you look so beautiful. Look at that. You're such a great little... You're just constantly her cheerleader. But even in difficult times, you're her cheerleader.
Well, I think that's when you have to be your child's cheerleader, particularly in difficult times. And, one of the things I'm most proud of Makita for is, when she went... You did crash. She did crash, she did burn, and then she's built herself back up to her full height and her full stature. And I've watched her do it with such courage. And that's the thing we always talk about in life.
Yes.
It's so important to be brave. Do the thing that scares you the most. Get up and keep going day in, day out, and you'll get to where you need to be.
My goodness, what a role model.
Well, I was going to say,
I mean, come on.
Yes, it's no coincidence that I decided I could stand again after watching this incredible turn of events for my mother. But, I think some people think that, A, my mum's been on telly forever, or that this was an overnight success. And both are untrue. I mean, she's been slogging away at 50,000 jobs, including things in broadcasting and in media, for 20, 30 years. We weren't expecting this. My mum was running a pop-up in a pub in Hackney when she got the GBM call. So
Great British Menu.
Great British Menu, of course.
Yeah, where you're now host and you wear a jug. Yeah, all of that.
Iconic vibes.
Absolutely.
Every day. I mean, I watch it. I didn't get to watch series last year because we were so busy, but I've been watching it, the series, and I'm just like, whoa. Like, I'm so proud how she's taken the reins of it and turned it into
But what you are doing is you are abandoning your mother for your childhood best friend.
Not the first time.
Tell us quickly about... is it called Missing You?
It's called Miss Me.
Miss Me, because you and Liliane grew up together.
Yes.
And now you're on opposite sides of the Atlantic, but this podcast is a way for friendship to flourish.
It's about true friendship and what it's like to share your entire life with someone. I'm 39, Lily's 38, and we've spent our entire lives together since we were born. And it's about your lives looking very different, because I live in England. I don't have kids. She's got 2 kids. She's married to lovely David. And our root is still strong. And we are very kind of aware that we're about to start this next chapter of life. And so it's about what that friendship really looks like. And I hope it makes people think about those friendships in their life that are just, like, deep and forever.
What a lovely thing to say on International Women's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic message. And you can listen to Andy and Makita's podcast, Stirring It Up Now, and you're about to start doing...
Miss Me launches next week.
Launches next... Amazing.
BBC,
busy
BBC.
women.
Busy.
Thank you for making time to see us.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be here.
Now, after the break, we are continuing to celebrate Mother's Day. We have another incredible pairing. Linda Robson and her daughter Lauren share the highs and lows of their special relationship. And perfect for Friday night, Mary McCartney's cooking burgers with a twist. Oh. Welcome back. Crufts Of course, the most prestigious canine competition in the world continues in Birmingham today, featuring some very stylish looks from the pooches and some of their owners too. More than 24,000 dogs from 220 different breeds are expected to take part, and the event culminates in the Best in Show trophy awarded on Sunday night. Big night. Oscars and Crofts on Sunday. What will you do with your Sunday? Now, from sitcom Birds of a Feather to Loose Women, Linda Robson has been gracing our screens for nearly 35 years.
It's 56 years.
50? You've been on telly?
I started when I was 10 years old and I'm 66
yeah, but you're only,
this year.
Well, how old are you? 66?
66 on Wednesday next week.
Hang on a minute. Right, sack someone immediately.
Someone's bad with maths.
You've been on telly for a very long time.
That do.
And now you're actually sharing your extraordinary life, both in front of the camera, that we obviously feel like we know you, but also what's been happening away from the cameras. And it's all in her new book called Truth Be Told. And, of course, Linda's here with her lovely daughter, Lauren. And the full name of the book, actually, is Truth Be Told, Tales from a Baggy Mouth.
That's because my mum used to say I've got a baggy mouth. She used to say to me, you and your baggy mouth is going to get you in trouble. And it has got me in a lot of trouble over
It's also
the years.
got you great jobs on telly.
It has as well, I know,
Because all I know is that, you know, from the few times I've done Loose Women with you and we've been in those meetings in the morning, I mean, anything could come out of your mouth.
Exactly.
Anything.
I do think I've got a form of Tourette's.
You just tell.
That's what they worry about as well.
The thing is, Lauren, for you, when your mum then agreed to write this book, were you nervous in a way that, like, is mum going to just put it all out there, and do you want to be part of that?
Yeah, we was very nervous and we was a bit not too sure at the beginning whether she should have done it or not. But we got to read the starts of them and see what bits we wanted to sort of taken out. And now we said we're really proud of her. It's actually a really lovely book and it's a really nice thing and a great achievement for her as well.
At one time, there was only 2 chapters left.
And how hard was it for you, Linda, going back? Because you've got to relive things that you might not want to relive, potentially.
So 4 years ago, I had really bad mental health problems and depression and was on suicide watch for a while as well. And I started drinking anything and everything just to get through the day. And I still feel a lot of guilt for what I put my kids through and my grandchildren as well. I wasn't even allowed to see my grandchildren for a while, and I love my grandchildren more than my children. So that was really, really hard. But here we are 4 years later, and I haven't drunk for 4 years, and I'm just loving what I'm doing, you know, like...
Yeah, and it's really interesting, and it's so brave of you, actually, because you do, in a way, you explain what the behaviours were when you were doing it. And there's a bit sort of in the book where you describe where there was a restaurant that you used to go to regularly in Islington, I think. And what would you do?
So the kids would be sitting at the table and I'd go to the bar and say, can I have 2 glasses of wine, please? And I'd neck the wine and that just to get through the day.
And then you'd go to the toilet and tell the children you were going to the loo?
Go to the toilet and then I'd be drinking and that. And there was a carol service that Lila, my granddaughter, had, and they said I wasn't allowed to go because they were scared I was going to turn up drunk. But I didn't turn up drunk that day, did I? Because I knew that I wanted to be there for Lila and that. But it was like the hardest time of my life because I'd always been the strong one in my family, and there was me now having to be looked after by my children. Someone had to stay with me all the time as well.
And, you know, people, anybody watching, when they see you in the street will go, are you all really that good friends on Loose Women, or do you know?
It's always the question that we're asked.
It is
because we're women, and
exactly.
And I go to work with my friends every day.
And the thing is, if you read Linda's book, you will find out what true friendship is, particularly amongst some of the Loose Women, because actually it was when you were on a Loose Women trip to Ibiza. Just tell us a bit about what you ladies do sometimes.
We did a boot camp for about 3 years on the trot, and we go to Ibiza and we do the boot camp and we'd all stay together.
And this is nothing to do with TV. This is your actual friendship.
No, it wasn't being filmed.
Yes.
It's just what we like doing, all of us together. And this year, we went, and at the airport, I started drinking then. And then I got to the villa and the girls were all there, and then I brought vodka with me and hid it in my case and was drinking all the time because I don't know why, but I just couldn't get through the day. I kept thinking, how am I going to get through today? How am I going to get through? So the only way I did it was by drinking and then blacking out. But as I said, that was 4 years ago. And while I wasn't well as well, the women would ring my kids every day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Janet Street Porter, all of them were ringing to see if I was OK. So I had a lot of support from them as well.
Yeah, and Stacey Solomon sort of brought you home
She
a
was
day
the one
early
that
from
left
this
the day
Ibiza
early,
trip.
so she brought me home from my Ibiza, and my family were waiting for me there, and then I went into a different place. Yeah, rehab.
I mean, it's really extraordinary, isn't it? Because we see you as the comedic, hilarious, up for anything, kind of...
Foul-mouthed.
Just all of the brilliant stuff, you know, all of the brilliant stuff.
I've got someone in my ear the whole time we're on Loose with me going, don't swear, don't swear.
Yeah. But, Lauren, for you, I mean, you know, we always talk about this sometimes with parents and their children. As you get older, sometimes the roles switch. Sometimes you end up having to parent your parent, and that's fine, actually, because that's what we're there for sometimes. Yeah. Tell us a bit about the money issues, because I know that comes up in the book as well. But that's been a long-term thing, hasn't it?
She's always been really bad with money, always, no matter how sort of much. It's like, as she says in there as well, she used to get store cards and literally just go and spend on them. It's like she didn't think you had to pay them at the end of the month.
Because you wasn't spending cash.
Yeah, it was like she just felt... So she's always been, like, really...
extravagant.
Yeah, I don't know how to... with money, so...
And generous to other people.
Oh,
not
God,
even on
not just for herself. She used to buy everything and pay for everyone to go on holiday and pay for us to go places. So it's not just that she just goes out shopping and buys everything for herself. She's just been generous with money.
I love buying presents for people.
So
and it's my birthday next week, so I hope I get a lot of presents.
Yeah. And so what happens... So this was going on... I mean, and the thing is, of course, you were earning a lot of money, you were on TV, you had big contracts, you were doing advertising, so there was a lot of money around.
Yeah.
So in a way, it probably didn't feel like a problem.
And then and she was really bad after, when she lost, like, all of her money, when she sort of went bankrupt, then she was in a terrible state, so we just never want that to ever happen to her
And
again.
so tell us what you do now in terms of looking after mum financially.
So I just have her money. It goes into an account that I have access to, and then I give her money on a Monday and on a Friday.
Do you get pocket money
yes,
from Lauren?
Yes, it's terrible, really.
And sometimes I ring and say, I've run out of money, can you give me some more? She goes, no, you've had your pocket money now.
My sister used to do it, and she was a bit less strict.
Yeah, she was easy. So... I used to be able to get money off Bobby easy. I'd go, I need some more money. She'd give it to me, but now Lauren's got it.
So it is like role reversal. I do feel like I'm the parent.
It's an extraordinary bond you have. And I know you've got other children too, but and Lauren, what would you say, just, you know, before we go, the one thing about Linda as a mum, despite everything, probably because of everything, what is the one quality in your mum that you think
she's always been a brilliant mum. She's an amazing mum. She's always been there for all of us, been to everything we've ever done. And now, for my children, they've got the nicest relationship with her, and that's so lovely for me to see. They love staying at her house.
Yeah, because I let them have chocolate and Coke.
You have
don't tell your mum, but they tell her.
Yeah, well, it's a really, really brilliant book, and I know it went through all the kids, so everyone's happy.
It's a great
and that, honestly...
And it's still a bestseller at the moment.
Well,
so
congratulations, come on.
I'm an author.
Right, Linda's book, Truth to be Told, is out now. And, of course, if you've been affected by some of the things that Linda's mentioned there, you can find lots of information on the ITV website. Lovely to see you. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now, still to come between now and 10. Opening up to Jonathan Ross. This weekend, we're finding out the way Ray celebrated her huge Brits win. And, of course, we have Mark, who'll be... he's busy at work with the results of our special Mother's Day makeover for 5 generations of the same family. But first, some food. Mary McCartney has the perfect Friday night dinner idea.
Hello, I'm Mary, and I'm going to show you how to make my double-loaded bean burgers, because I love nothing more than a burger with all the trimmings. First things first, heat up a large frying pan. I'm making quite a big batch. This is for about 6 people. I've got 3 cans of drained kidney beans, and I'm going to add some olive oil, which is one of my favourite ingredients. That sizzle is what you want to hear. 6 cloves of garlic, and to add some nice sweetness and texture, I've got 3 finely chopped red peppers. And that really only needs to cook for about 3 minutes until it's softened. Next, we're going to get some flavour in here. One of my all-time favourite ingredients is Worcestershire sauce, or Worcester sauce. It's a genius ingredient. And now, something else, nutritional yeast flakes. Nutritional yeast flakes are really widely available most supermarkets. I just get them on my weekly shopping order. They've got a really lovely, cheesy, nutty quality to them. And then, like a nice salty element, I've got soy sauce. I don't want it to be too wet because we're going to form these into patties. I'm just going to keep going until some of the liquid evaporates. So that's the heat off. It's all cooked together. And you can see here, it's got a nice consistency. It's still moist, but there's no liquids. Now, I'm not using eggs, so I'm going to use a binding agent, which is milled flax seeds. I'm going to put that in. And now some plain flour. You could use buckwheat flour or any gluten-free flour. Give that a good mix. I've grown up in a vegetarian family, so it means a lot to me to be able to share the recipes that I've developed over the years. I'm all about coming up with recipes that are quick and easy and prepare ahead. So that's really well combined. I'm gonna get a potato masher and just push down to break up the kidney beans. I don't want to over mash it. This is going to be really thin so that it's going to be really crisp in the middle and soft on the inside. Now to fry the burgers, get a little bit of oil in a heated pan on medium-high heat because you want to hear a nice sizzle. Going to cook for about 3 minutes on each side. You can barbecue these, they barbecue really well. I think that's pretty good, so I'm just going to get that over and flip it over. I'm going to add some cheese slices at this point. Once one side's cooked, gently get a slice, put it on, and a little tip is to get the pan cover and just put it on so then that steams it and lets the cheese sort of shape around the burger. I'm going to start preparing the next move, which is to assemble. So I've got a toasted bun, spoonful of vegan mayonnaise, spread it onto the bottom. I'm going to get one layer. Then I'm going to put some lettuce on here, the net burger. Then I'm going to have some classic mustard, bit of ketchup. This is where I really do go for it, so please don't judge me. A little bit of tomato, bit of red onion, so colourful as well. A little bit of thinly sliced avocado, it's a lovely creamy quality. And some jalapenos, just lay them on top. Get that top on, give it a good push down. Now, the only challenge is how to eat this elegantly, but I think I need to dive in. So good. Absolutely divine. You've got to try this.
And you can find that and all of Mary's recipes on our website. Now, there's still lots more to come, including the results of Mark's Mother's Day makeover for our 5-generation family, all from Lancashire, so that's even better for me. And the brilliant Tyler's here.
Yes,
Good
Ranveer, I've got the latest as Jerry Halliwell's husband makes the front pages again, and we're heading behind the scenes of this weekend's Saturday Night Takeaway.
And Diamond is off balance. She's being dominated here. We don't see that often. Now, can the Gladiator take charge? Rontie's got to sort her hands out. She nearly dropped her pugil stick.
Welcome back. That's an exclusive look ahead to tomorrow night's Gladiators, where they fight with giant cotton buds. We'll be seeing the contenders battle it out for a place in the grand final. Ooh. Now, they're on the front pages again today as Jerry Horner's husband, Christian, has spoken out for the first time since claims that he behaved inappropriately towards a female member of the Red Bull staff, something he strongly denies. Tyler West joins me now, but not only that, the woman who made the claim has also been suspended. So
Apparently she's been suspended.
What has he said?
Just 24 hours after he was cleared of inappropriate behaviour in the workplace, Christian Horner's now at the centre of a scandal this week because apparently there's flirtatious WhatsApp messages that have been leaked online. Now, Christian Horner's accuser has been suspended by Red Bull, as you were saying, but Christian's wife, Jerry, put on a united front with him at the Bahrain Grand Prix, looking all happy as days at the weekend. So now he's actually spoken out for the first time about the impact that it has had on his family.
Mm-hmm. The intrusion on my family is now enough. Well, obviously, there's been an awful lot of coverage surrounding this, but one has to go back to the basis of a grievance was raised, it was fully investigated, and it was dismissed.
I'm sure they're hoping that that's the last time they're ever on the front pages for a long time. Now, the brilliant Ray, she's been talking about the Brit Awards after parties, which, my goodness, she deserved the longest after party in history.
I was about to say, as if it's been like almost a week since the Brits already as well. Ray, she broke records. She collected up 6 Brit Awards at the weekend. And tonight, we're going to actually see her talking to Jonathan Ross about her newfound Brit-winning fame.
Have you noticed, are more people recognise you since then even?
Do you know what? I went to a restaurant and they brought out a free tiramisu and they were Congratulations, had a sparkler.
You know you've made it when the free tiramisu comes out.
Isn't she the loveliest, most humble person?
She's a star. You know she was out till 6 a.m. partying.
Was she?
When I read that, my bum went funny. I get nervous about that stuff, man. That's a lot. She went out so late partying that she got Mackie's breakfast coming back in. And then also, not to forget, her grandma Agatha that came up for her acceptance speech. Well, she was out till 3 a.m.
Yes,
right?
Grandma.
Ranvid, we have no excuse.
No.
We need Grandma Agatha energy.
Look at Grandma, she's so stylish. That is a lovely, lovely story.
It was really emotional.
And also, we've got, of course, Saturday Night Takeaway tomorrow. It's a little special one for us here, because we know someone on it. But go on.
I mean, it's a good one this weekend. It's a good one. Ollie Alexander is in the End of the Show. Guest announcer is actually Joe Lycett. And Ant versus Dec is back. And something, as you mentioned, we are really, really excited for here, aren't we, Camera 4? Absolutely. Our very own Lorraine.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to see what she got up to as she did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Take a look at this.
I feel as though I know you.
I feel as though I know you.
I feel as though I know you.
Tracy, isn't it?
Tracy? No.
Try, keep guessing the name. Let me guess.
Susan.
Let me guess.
Susan. Yeah.
It
Your
is.
name is Susan? It really is.
Oh, my God.
Surname, let me see.
Macintosh.
Macintosh.
Morrison?
Morrison? Yeah.
What?
Oh, my God, it's so cringe, isn't it? Poor Lorraine.
I really, really can't. I really, really can't.
Absolutely brilliant.
I know, but also this weekend, I don't know who actually has approved this at ITV, but I'm going behind the scenes of Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. So you'll be able to catch up with everything on Monday's show.
Super. Now, Schitt's Creek, great show, love it. Eugene Levy is being honoured quite rightly.
Yeah, he's a legend. Can I just say, he's such a funny person to look at. He's so lovely, but he's such a funny person to look at. He's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. It comes ahead of the release of the second series of The Reluctant Traveller. Have you seen the first series?
I haven't yet, but I've heard a lot about it.
It's wicked. He dives into, like, all of his deep-rooted fears, like heights, like bugs, open water. You'd never catch us there. Would never be there. I could never do that. But now he's stepping outside of his comfort zone once again for the second series, and he's travelling from the very north of the continent down to the very south and discovering some hidden gems along the way. And he's actually got this little message for you.
Oh.
Hello, Ranveer. Eugene Levy here. Wanted to share a clip with you from the second series of my travel show, The Reluctant Traveller, which actually starts today.
Not everyone will wear the evil eye. So if you are complimenting them, or if you know everything is going really well for them and you want to protect them from the evil eye from other people, you have to spit on them. And I'm not even joking.
You have to spit on them.
He's such a quirky soul.
He's quirky,
isn't he? Love him, absolutely love him. Now, Amy Dowden, one of our parish now, isn't she? She's being honoured as well, isn't she? International Women's Day, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Couldn't have come on a better day, to be fair. Amy Dowden has been named as on the Independent's influence list for 2024, which is basically 50 of the most influential females today. So massive big ups to Amy. To celebrate this list, the 10 of them that are on the list, Amy included have had their portraits done. This is going to be at the Outer Net in London, and then later put on sale and sold for refuge as well. So it's such an amazing cause. But other women recognised on this year's list include Kate Garraway and Rosie Jones. Massive congratulations to them as well. And Amy will actually be going behind the scenes of the Mamma Mia! I Have a Dream stage show for us next week, so we're excited to see that as well. And as you said, International Women's Day as well. I just want to take a minute on the show to give a massive thank you to the incredible women in my life. And like you, Ranveer, as well, Lorraine, and all the incredible women behind the scenes that make the show what it is as well.
He's smooth, isn't he, Aunt
Oh,
Tyler?
and of course, my mum, all right? My mum, Debs, who's so excited, can I say, about the skydiving adventure that I got her for Mother's Day. She's absolutely bricking it. She's bricking it.
Your poor mum. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Now, listen, should we talk quickly one about Big Brother? Because is it the first eviction tonight?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
First live eviction. We found out that Gary and Lauren will be the two celebrities
So
to
Gary
face
being
it.
Kate Middleton's
Gary,
uncle.
Yeah, absolutely. Lauren was very, very upset and confided in Louis about who she thought voted for her. What's the first rule about nominations in
Don't
Big
talk
Brother?
about it.
Don't talk about nominations. So, yeah, of course, we've got a little look at their punishment.
There has been a rule break. This morning, a rule was broken by Louis and Lauren.
I knew it was Louis.
Louis and Lauren wrap up warm. Please make your way into the garden until further notice.
Do you know what I love about this?
They weren't very supportive, were
They
they?
weren't very supportive at all. And I love the fact that Louis is just going to be there in a bin in the garden.
It's just too funny, isn't it? It's turning out to be really fun, isn't it? OK, super stuff. Thank you so much, Tyler. And now Mark has the results of his extra special Mother's Day makeover next. He's been sweating. He's had a lot of work on his hands this morning. That's right after the competition. Let's rejoin Andy. Good morning.
Morning again, Ranveer. Good morning from Madame Tussauds in central London. Tyler's sitting there. I know what Tyler does next is he runs off to the gym because he's trying to get this. This is the look Tyler's going for. Tyler, I think that look will suit you. Good luck. Maybe see you in the gym later. Ranveer, I've got £250,000 to give away. It is a life-changing amount of money. You could live like the rich and famous with £250,000. Someone is guaranteed to win that money, and that someone could be you. So grab your phone because the lines close today at 4 o'clock. So there's a clock on the screen right now, and it is counting down to when we will close the lines for text, email and phoning in. Email, I mean entering online. I'm old school. I say email, you enter online through a portal. Who knows? Look, this money is huge. Someone's going to win it and it could be you. So seriously, this is your last chance to see the details on the television with me as to how you could be our next big winner. Remember, there is a guaranteed winner for this. So if you always wait till the last day, today's the last day. Grab your phone. You could win £250,000. For another chance to win £250,000, text cash to 82248. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. Or go to the website. Entries cost £2. You can call 09068 782248. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to CD06, PO Box 7558. Derby, DE1 0NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over. And remember, lines close today at 4. Good luck.
Now I've been having a very relaxing Friday, talking to some lovely people, eating popcorn. How about you? How's your Friday?
Yeah, it's been
busy.
It's been a busy one. It's been lovely. I've got to say, an amazing makeover. 5 generations of women, and they're looking fantastic. Should we remind ourselves of what they looked like before? Here they are. There we go. All right. Are you all right? Have you got popcorn? Let us open the doors and see them now. Here they are. Looking spectacular. Oh, there they all are. You look marvellous. Come here. Let me come and get you, Alice, all right? Yeah, shall I take your clutch for you? It suits me better anyway, this clutch, doesn't it? Come here. Right, I'm going to wander you around here. Follow me. Oh, little Lila Rose. She's a little cry. She's allowed to, though. It's still early in the morning. As you can see, all looking fantastic. Oh, are you all right, my darling? Are you OK? There we go. There we go. Is everyone good? Are you all right? Get you all into here. We have it. There we have it. As you can see, lots of glamour, lots and lots of colour as well. I've got to start with the gorgeous Alice, the 25-year-old Alice, and the beautiful Lila Rose. Alice is looking fabulous. She is in this dress here from Karen Millen. So this was £109. It's now £87.20 for that little number. Beautiful bright pink shoes there from Lindsay at £29.99 as well. And of course, you've got Lila Rose as well in her little dress from Next, which is so sweet.
Beautiful.
And little shoes from Next also.
It's nice to feel glamorous, isn't it, once you've had a new baby?
Exactly.
Your body feels different.
I know,
you look
Alice.
lovely, Alice.
This is something you wouldn't usually wear this, would you? Are you feeling good, though?
Yes.
Yeah, you look, honestly, you look fabulous. You really do. OK, let us remind ourselves of what Louise looked like before. Let's have a wee nosy. And then we've got Louise here before. Let's have a wee nosy. There we go. There we have it. There we go. And look at her now. A vision in pink, I tell you. I was missing the Barbie-tasticness.
Yeah.
So gorgeous little suit there from Marks and Spencer's, and a vest, a little cami from Very as well. Love this bag also from Accessorize, and you're going to love those shoes, haven't you? Little flats, they are from Lindsay at £34.99 for that. Next, we have got the wonderful Brenda. Here she was before. There we have it. OK, and we have gone for this gorgeous blazer from H&M. Little top there from Marks and Spencer's. And then those trousers, super comfy. They are from Next at £35.
I love all that ribbed material. It's really stylish.
Look at those. Love those trainers as
gorgeous
well from Next.
Trainers.
Look at them. And then we've got the gorgeous... There we go. I'll give you your clutch back. Alice is looking fabulous in this dress here from Monsoon. It was £150. It is now 120 for that number.
Can I just say, I think Alice looked gorgeous when she walked into the
They
studio
all look
earlier.
beautiful, I
You
know.
look beautiful now.
You really do, you really do. So absolutely loving her look. I think you absolutely look fantastic.
Well,
You've got an
happy
super-
Mother's Day, happy International Women's Day to all of you.
Thank you.
Super stuff, thank you so much,
pleasure,
Mark. Now, Josie and Dermot are here.
Oh, thanks,
Hi,
Ranveer. That baby is adorable.
Put the baby away.
Lovely. Now, on today's show, we'll be celebrating International Women's Day and meeting some incredible women who have achieved some amazing things.
Absolutely. Sally Lindsay's joining us on the sofa to tell us about a gripping new drama.
Nisha Katona's in the kitchen making her most popular dish from her restaurants, her mother butter chicken.
And Sarah Jostle's trying out the latest weird and wonderful Hollywood beauty trends, including, get this, burping therapy. That's coming up.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Lots of love, guys. That's it for Lorraine's show today. Of course, Lorraine will be back with all the Oscars reaction, Sir Keir Starmer and plenty more. Happy International Women's Day.